Thanks for joining us on News Channel 11 at 5. I'm Sarah Diamond.
And I'm Josh Smith. Good afternoon. Our top story, new developments in a criminal case that's caught the attention of people not only here in the Tri-Cities but across the country. 2 months after she was indicted on felony murder charges in the death of her daughter, Megan Boswell appeared today before a judge through a video call, where she learned what will happen next in her case.
Evelyn Boswell was reported missing back in February. Her body was found in March on family property in Sullivan County. Had she lived, Evelyn would have turned 2 this month. The child's mother, Megan Boswell, was arrested on 1 count of false reports back on February 25th. In May, she was indicted on 11 counts of false reports. In her last court appearance, August 28th, Megan was indicted by a grand jury on 19 charges, including 2 counts of felony murder. She pleaded not guilty to those charges.
Kaylin Cluck was at today's court hearing in Blountville, where Megan Boswell learned she'll have to wait more than a month to find out what punishment prosecutors plan to pursue. Kaylin?
Right. Megan Boswell's new announcement date is January 22nd. This is when the state is supposed to announce whether or not they will seek the death penalty against her. Today in court, we learned that state prosecutors still have not been able to completely finish going through all the evidence involved in this case. Sullivan County District Attorney General Barry Staubis said today that evidence involves thousands of pages to go through. Megan Boswell's attorney, Brad Sproles, only received all of those files for discovery 2 days ago. Both state prosecutors and Sproles said they're aiming to have gone through it all by that next court date in January. Meanwhile, those discovery files will remain under seal, including Evelyn Boswell's autopsy. Staubis said one reason for the seal was to reduce publicity in order to have a fair trial in Sullivan County. However, Sproles is still motioning for a change of venue for a trial. This is due to the heavy media coverage and social media presence of this case. Staubis said the state is proceeding under the expectation that Megan's case will go to trial. He would not say if there is any plan to reach a settlement with Megan before this could happen.
This is an extraordinary case, extraordinary amount of information that we've obtained through the really hard work of the Sheriff's Department and the TBI. And so before we can turn it over to defense attorneys, we actually have to review it ourselves to know what the contents are before we send it. So that makes it additionally, difficult to do.
Staubis also told us today he plans to meet with members of the Boswell family before making the final decision on what punishment to seek against Megan. This could include the death penalty, life without parole, or neither. And I'll have more on what Staubis said regarding that meeting with the Boswell family coming up tonight at 6. Live in Sullivan County, Kaylin Cluck, News Channel 11.
Kaylin, thanks. Now, the court-appointed attorney for Megan Boswell told us last month he was still waiting to get access to evidence in the case, including the autopsy on Evelyn Boswell. Today, Megan Boswell's attorney, Brad Sproles, said the state turned over evidence just a few days ago. Ansley Daniels spoke with Megan's attorney after the hearing. She continues our coverage from the Sullivan County Courthouse in Blountville.
Sarah, Megan Boswell's attorney, Brad Sproles, told us he spoke with Megan ahead of today's hearing. While he has received most of the evidence from the state, he says that it's a large file to go through. He's today specifically asked for a copy of the autopsy of Evelyn's body to give to Megan while she's in jail. Sproles told us he discussed some of that evidence with Megan, but hasn't had time to go through all of it. Those videos, files, and other pieces of evidence still sealed to the public. Sproles asking for copies to be able to share with Megan. That autopsy, though, something Sproles has seen but could not discuss due to it specifically being sealed under the court's order.
What the state's required to provide us is 2 things. Anything that they intend to introduce at trial against Ms. Boswell, and they're also required to provide us anything that tends to exculpate her, show that she is not guilty in this.
Sproles says he does not anticipate the state to try to make a deal with his client Megan Boswell, as she has entered a not guilty plea. However, he says that could change. Sproles is still gathering information for his motion for a change of venue, something like General Staubis said is due to the extensive media coverage here in the area and even nationally. He does anticipate to have more information ahead of that on their next court date in January, but he does anticipate the trial will continue to stay stay in Tennessee. Live in Blunteville, Ansley Daniel, News Channel 11.